Hello guys, welcome to this video. I will still be looking at the data processing, NECO data processing 2023. Okay, I'd already treated the number one question. So in this video, I'm going to look at the number two question, and I will leave the link to the questions for you to download in the description below. Okay, so the question says, use Microsoft Excel to perform the tasks below. Okay, so application I says, reproduce the table above. And then II says replace the first, second, and third names with your name, father's name, and mother's name. So first of all, let's reproduce this table first of all. So let's load our Microsoft Excel. I want to start a blank sheet. So I will begin by typing serial number, and then next names of student, and then next will be weight of student in kg, right? And then down here I'm going to type first term. What the heck am I doing? First term, and then I have second term here, and then I have third term here, right? So I'm going to merge here from the question here. So I'm going to merge here by clicking on merge and center, and then of course let me just expand them a little bit just to make it make sense. So this here, okay, first of all, let me just make sure that everything shows here. In fact, I'm going to extend this a little further just to look like what I have, and I think it's center aligned actually. So I'm gonna merge here and here. So I'm gonna merge, and then merge here also, just to have to look like what we have. And then of course I'm going to have 1 to 8 here. So let me just fill up the number series down here. So it's time. So let me just have the border. Let me have border around them. Okay, good. The next thing I want to do, I want to actually make the font to be about 12, and then of course the font has to be Times New Roman from the question right there. Times New Roman. Type it. Enter. Okay. Okay. So I think it's starting to look like what we have in the question. Okay. What's the next thing now? So okay, so let me just pull down this side a little further just to make it look like what we have in the question. If you look at the question here, this is what we have, and I think it's looking like that. So the next thing I want to do is, if you look at this, they are all aligned to the top. So I'm going to align them to the top, just like what we have in the question. Okay, and then of course the first to third term, they are all also aligned to the top. Are they center aligned? Let me even check. Okay, they are all center aligned. So these are already center aligned. So I'm gonna just center align this. Sorry, center align these. Okay. I think it's looking like what we have in the question. Okay, so let me just left align this also. It's gonna look like this. Bring this guy a little further back. I think is cool, right? Am I missing anything? So I noticed that also here they are all bold, so I'm gonna make them bold. Let me just be sure that this one is it up? I don't know what it's up, so I'm gonna leave it like this actually. I suppose so at least it looks like what we have right there. Okay, so let me populate it with the names actually from the paper I have here. So I'm gonna have Baba Solar Titus, and then the next will be George Amu. Okay, good stuff. So So the rest here are, just empty. Okay, so I'm not gonna put this what's it called, asterisks or stars. Okay, so we assume that they are all empty. Okay, so let's answer the second question. So now we've reproduced the table, and I think it looks like what we have to the best of our knowledge in the question. So we're good with that. Okay, all right. So let's answer the second question now. So it's going to be, so replace the first, second, and third names with your name, father's name, and mother's name. Okay. So let me replace my name. My name is Okechukwu. Nolefo. Okay. And then of course the second one will be my father's name. My father's name is Hillary. Hillary Nolefo. His own has double L. I don't know why it does, but that's his own spelling. So the next one I have Monica. Monica Nolefo. Okay, so those are their names. Monica. Oh my God. Okay, we continue. Okay, so that answered. So let's look at the other. So this one is done. Okay, so we have replaced the fourth to eight names with any names of your choice. We have to replace this. This is boring. So I'm gonna have. Let me just leave this one as Michael. Michael Okonkwo or something. Let me just have it as Michael Okonkwo. Okay, and then have this as Idris Musa, something like this, and then have this one as Benjamin. Let me have S it. Benjamin's Michael, no, Benjamin's Bush something, and then let me have Oni uh, Wale, something like that, and then have this as Sunny Innocent. Let me just remove the Muhammad, and then have Sunny Innocent. Okay, good stuff. So that done. So replace the fourth to the eight names with any names of your choice. So that done. So IV says use any figure between 30 to 99 to replace all the asterisk signs. Note, no digit on each row should be the same. Okay, so 30. So I'm going to just do it 31, 32 to whatever. Okay, so just to make it easy for us. So I'm going to have, let's say, 31 here. I'm going to have 32 here, and then just fill up to this point, and then I have 39 here, and then have 40 here, and then I fill it up, right? So let me do like let's say let me just do 50 here, and then 51 here, and then mass produce. So everything is within 30 and 99. So I believe that we're cool. So I'm going to just center align the numbers, and I'm good with that. Okay. So and we believe that no digit across each row, then they're never the same. So I think we're good with that. So the V, create a column titled average weight after the third term. The third term column, average weight. Okay. So let's go see. So we're gonna have average weight here. Average weight. Okay. So I need to format them, format it the way I did the rest. Let me just do that right now. put everything here. So I'm going to also merge this across also. Let me just merge it across, and then of course, how many? Oh my god, I spanned. So let me just delete this. Actually, delete that. So and then give it again. Okay, let me just give it a. Let me just make sure it covers that. Yeah, and then take it up and then make it bold. Make sure it's showing. So we're good with this. Why do I have this? So let me just get it off. Also, I don't know why I have that. Okay, I think we're good. Average weights right there. Create a column titled average weight after the third term column. So that is done. So VI, calculate the average weight of each student. Okay. So average weight of each student. So for each one for here, I'm going to have equals. I'm going to have average. Select that. Then take my range here and then enter. So that will be average age. So average weight for each one level. So you can drag down to get the other averages. So I'm going to still center align them. Okay. So that is done. Calculate the average weight of each student. So that is done. So VII, create a row after last student name titled total weight. Okay, so let's go. So this is the last student name. So I'm gonna have total weight here. Okay, am I correct? Create a row after the last student name titled total weight. Calculate the total weight of the student in each term. Okay. Okay. So in each term, so I'm going to have here the total weight has to be sum, right? Sum. I think I'm going to have this. And of course 276, and then I'm going to drag it towards here, and then it's going to do the rest for me. Yeah, so I'm going to also center line them, and then I want to have a border around them. Yeah, and then if I don't mind, I'll just have make the totals bold just to make it look different from the rest, even though they didn't say it in the question, but I think it's logical. But let me remove it. Let me just remove it because I don't know. But I think it's logical to have it like that, but I'm going to remove it actually. Okay. So create a row after the last student and calculate the total weight of the students in each term. Okay, so that is done. We've done that, right? So VIII, type the formula for finding the minimum weight of the first row. Okay, just the formula, not actually the value. They just need us to type the formula right there. So what we're going to do here, so the minimum weights between the first term, second term, and third term for the first student, which is CK2 level here, I'm going to have equals mean. Of course, we're going to use the mean function here. Our range will be from here to here. So we're expecting something like 31, which is the minimum. 31 is the minimum, okay? But in the question, what they say that we should leave is the formula. So, of course, just go in there. In the formula, just have your apostrophe, the first. Just put apostrophe first before the formula comes in, and then enter. So it can leave the formula right there, okay? And I think I showed us also another way to do that using the formula text, function. So I will leave a link to it just up here. It will just appear very soon. All right, so that is that for this. So this is for the mean, the minimum weight for the first student. Okay, that formula to find the minimum weight of the first student. So I think we've done that now. Okay, and then IX, key in the formula for finding the total weight of the student in each term. Okay, so I will use that function now for that. So instead of using the apostrophe for this before the formula, I'm going to use that function. So let me just write formulae, just to I don't know. They did not say. Okay, let me just leave it like that. Let me not write anything. Let me just have. Equals formula text. I'm going to use that function formula text and then select this. What I need is a formula that was used to find the total weight. So I'm going to have it right there. Let me just shift this a little further. So let me replicate that same here. So we're going to have the same formula, replicated down to this point, right? So let me just make sure that everything is showing, and then I'm going to have the borders around it, and then even let me just add border 2 around this place too, just to show this. Okay, so I think we have the formula right here, and what else? Key in the formula for finding the total of the students in each term. So we've done that. So X, input your full name and the registration number at the bottom right side of your work. Bottom right side. So I don't know. I will use the. Let me use the footer. I can actually have it here. Maybe I can have it here, but let me just have. Let me just insert the. Let me insert footer. Where's footer? Text here, and then I have. Let me get down to footer. So I'm gonna have my name here. I think that's what it said. Let me see. Your name and registration number at the bottom right side of your work. So I'm gonna have my name. My name is let me just type it in. Okay, good. I'm a level. Okay, I'll do comma and then have my reg number should be NG. I like to put hyphen 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's what it's gonna be. Okay, so I'm gonna click outside and then I have it right there. Okay. Now, okay, so let's see. Let's see what happened. Let's see how our printout will be. By the time we show the printout, let me just go check the printout. So if you go to print preview, you're going to see your name and your center number or registration number down at the bottom right. So I think that is very, very correct. So we use the footer to achieve that. So if you want, you can just put it inside your work. I don't think anybody will patronize. Penalize it for that. So input your full name and registration number at the bottom right. Okay, so I think that is done. So print out the hard copy in landscape. Okay, so let's see. So let me exit here. So let me just go to normal down here, and then we exit and then go to file. We want to go to print, and then of course everything will not show until we take it to landscape, and then everything will probably show. So it's showing only one page, right? So you can go ahead to print. So your name, oh, my name is not even in distance. So like, my name is wrong actually. So let me just correct that. Text footer, where are you? So I didn't add the O right there. So let me just do that. It's in capital. Let me just correct that, and then click inside, get to normal, and then go back to print again. So everything is showing. So in a case where it doesn't, if you put it in landscape and then still spilling over to the next page, you want to fit it on a single fit sheet on one page. Just make sure you fit sheet on one page. Once you choose this, it's going to bring everything down to one page. Okay. All right. So I think any other thing about the question, I think everything is done here. Okay. So the next one is the B part. So the B part, you can go ahead to answer that. I think I already answered that here. I answered the two B parts here. Okay. So as you can see them. Okay. So the precautions I took, I think two precautions I took. So I kind of wrote a couple of them. So you can go through them and then compare what we have. You have to ensure that your data is visible and your labels are visible and your all your formulae they are all visible. Those are some of the precautions. I don't know if I reflected them here. I'm tired of reading. And then this one is the uses of spreadsheet. Some of the uses of where are you? 4 uses of spreadsheet. So these are some of the ones I wrote down. So I think there are a couple of other ones you can write. Okay, work space here. Collection of open workbooks saved within a single name. Okay, so this workspace, actually I found out that it's only available in 2007 and 2010 version of Excel. So from 2013 there's nothing like workspace, but you can still find a way to save your workbooks together, but not really workspace. So for me, this term somehow old, but that's fine. So cell range, simply a range of a block of, simply a cell range or simply range is a block of selected a block of selected cells in Excel. Please, a block of selected cells, please. A block of selected cells. So you know what I mean. Okay. So you can compare this with your own, you know, your own findings or your own precautions, and then so that's about it. I was able to like come up with all this. Okay, so I don't think we're missing anything. So the next video I will handle the number 3 aspect. Okay. All right, so thank you so much for this video. I hope to see you in the next one. Take care. Bye.